Another fine day in Carolina. We're going to hit the mid-70s today. It's supposed to be warm all the way through Thanksgiving. I think we have one 30-degree temperature overnight between now and then, and that's it. And the rest of them is like in the 50s. Good morning, Morris. Anyway, I'm out here in short sleeves, and it's perfectly comfortable this morning. Yep, you go see him, Marty. Hi, pretty boy. Raccoons, the last 2 nights have had him a bit of extra fun. Hi. Well, I'll be back out in a bit, but I'm going to go have my coffee and enjoy Sunday morning with Dawn a little bit. I got to fertilize camellias, and I'm going to trim a few things that need to be trimmed. That won't take long. And it seems like while I walked around the yard, there was one other thing I came up with, but it will be an excellent day for more yard tour. I mean, it is nice out here. There's just no doubt about it today. It's bird count day, and I just saw 2 tufted titmouse. Forgot the first 2 weeks to write the weather down, which historically I can go back and get the weather. That's part of what you have to fill in for the data. It's no big deal. Even if you don't do it and you've got 2 months or 3 months worth of data, you can go back and get it. But it takes less time if you'll just write it down. Write it down when you do it. They don't ask for a specific high-low number. They ask for a range, so it doesn't have to be, you know, super awesome. But you can see today is a day where there are a lot of leaves coming down. It's supposed to be gusty all day. I did the porch when I blew the front yard, not yesterday but the day before, and you can see it's all covered in leaves again. And we do have a burn ban all day today, so hopefully none of my neighbors who are uninformed will start burning. That would be nice if they abided by the rules. But the problem is, partly is, even though it's against the law to burn trash, seriously, because of what, you know, that makes sense to me because of what's in it, but it's gotten so expensive to have your trash picked up if you don't live in the city limits that, you know, people are doing stuff to avoid having to pay that expense, although they can go dump it off at the convenience centers in Wake County for free. They just don't want to put it in their car and drive over there. That takes gas. I understand if times are tight, but oh, I'm forgetting which one this one is. This is the one that has the weird rounded finger in the center of the leaves. Anyway, it's got some nice color now. It's changed nicely. Don's got a little something different for breakfast this morning. I think he's going to be happy.
You think so?
Yep.
Oh wow, I got a pumpkin shaped waffle.
Yes.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. All right, I'm down here. I've watered. The hot water heater's loud right now because the heat pump part is on. Must be making hot water after we got past peak and finished cleaning up the kitchen and stuff. I made a mistake and watered the wrong fern first, and I had 50-degree water come down on the back of my shirt. So next time, this one first and then that one. Oh goodness, it's tight quarters in there. It takes me a minute to get my camera going. That's the worst thing about this camera, is it's too slow to start. But we just had a serious wind gust, and I have leaves and debris and all kinds of stuff in my hair. It is just, they're really coming down. I would not be blowing with the blower today. It is not a good day to try to tame the leaves. It's a day to let them come down so they can be tamed another day. I did get the cut leaf coneflower out of here and had a little dance with stepping on. It was either the sun or the moon here, but they're back where they're generally supposed to be, and I got the stuff off of this tree's immediate area. If I do have to trim a canna, if it's bent down below where I cut, that helps to keep the water from going inside of it. So I did trim a couple of canes, but that's all, just a couple. All right, I'm gonna haul this off. I fertilized too, but I didn't have enough. I only had enough for like half. Oh, it feels good though, the breeze. It's just that, you know, that one breeze brought down a lot of leaves all at one time. Well, you can't tell I blew last night. That's to be expected this time of year. It's so windy today, there's no possible blowing and anything staying blown or not blowing back in your face while you're trying to blow or whatever. So yeah, I am headed to do a Facebook Marketplace purchase at South Park, and then I'm headed to Walmart and Harris Teeter. Don is still gluing stuff for me. It's a lot of little pieces, and he's done, you know, the water leak under the house, and he's got another small plumbing project to do in the house. So I left him home making progress on those things. Well, I got 2 more roasts at Harris Teeter, and I got a couple packs of gel clings and a few solar. Yes, solar. Didn't I say Walmart needed to have these things that, where was I, that they were like $15 a piece or something? They're smaller, but it's the solar little C7 looking Christmas light bulbs. I got 2 green and 2 red. I'll put them around the boardwalk over there somewhere. See what they look like. They're tiny. They're not as big as the ones that were $15, but they were $1.50 instead of $15 each. So, God, where it must have been at Lowe's or Home Depot where I saw them, and I said, yeah, I really like those, but they need to be at the right price point. So, I'm headed into Walmart now. You know, the Facebook Marketplace person, I don't know if I said it or not, but they asked to meet at 4 instead of 3, and I'd already left home. So, I'm just running my errands first. Hopefully I can get in and out of Walmart in a timely manner, and you know, get over to South Park by 4. But she was going to take her child to play on the playground, so hopefully, you know, she's not 4 on the dot or whatever. She's flexible, since she was running late, and she wanted to let her child play over there. It's a little windy. I guess it depends on how small the kid is. And yes, it's quite congested out here today. Yeah, I suppose Dawn and I were going to walk and maybe even pick up trash, but with the incredible wind, it's not the best day for that. I had to brush my hair at the house to take it down and brush it and put it back up because I had so much leaf debris in it after that gust of wind out there. It was pretty insane. I guess this person's trying to get out, but I keep on being in their way. I don't know. I wasn't trying to block them, just coming into park. Alberta spruce and some pansies. Not a lot out here today. It's a Santa sleigh dog or cat bed. A present. I've seen the tree last year. They're really cute, but they're also a little pricey. I kind of struck out at Walmart. I mean, I went through the checkout and I got one small Christmas decoration thing, and God, there was one other thing too. I don't even remember what it was now, but several of the things I went in there for they didn't have, including the fertilizer, which I kind of suspected. I'll go to Lowe's on Tuesday, buy it there. I'll have to hunt it there too, because it's Christmas time, you know, and we wouldn't want, you know, real things that stores sell to be lost amidst all the Christmas decorations now, would we? which I like, but you know, still, sometimes you need what you need. Walmart had a few gas grill accessories things and charcoal briquettes because we grill here all year round, and some bug stuff, but none of the fertilizer. There's a few bags of dirt left in the garden center, and that's about it.
So there's the evidence of the leak.
And here it is right here. And as you can see, it's just a little drippy there. So
We're gonna see if you can make a repair, plumbing repair, with a pair of tubing cutters and one plastic Flaret T. We're gonna see if we can repair this with no other tools or stuff. Stay tuned.
alright, well there it is. The water's back on. I don't see any leak.
I needed a third tool. I needed this little hook, because what happened to it? These little, when I cut the old fitting out, this little, I cut it really close to the end of the copper band, and when I did that, these little pieces of this old fitting were cut also, so I had to use that hook to reach up in there and slide that out, because I didn't want this restricting water flow. Based on how easy they came out with the hook, they weren't stuck in there. They were they just slid right out. That's what I'm trying to say. And I was concerned it might be a hard time to get out. But so you need a little hook to do it, because you've only got 2 inches. I measured that Flaret fitting, and if you're taking out more than 2 inches of pipe, you're in trouble. And really, it's only 1 inch this way. So as you can see, I don't know what that is, but that's probably 1 3/4 or something like that. So I have enough. The pipes aren't tight, is what I'm trying to say. There was enough room left over after I cut this out that I didn't have to pull the pipes tight. So they've got a little natural tension release. They're not under tension.
you know, by the way, right there, that's this pipe right here goes right there, and that's the T, the 3/4 to 3/4 to 1/2 inch T that I put in several months ago, a couple 3 months ago. That's a shark bite there, and you may have seen that video. So, you know, the living with polybutyl pipe after 35 years, it's showing its age, but I have to say, so far I've been able to handle every repair. I do worry about maybe some leak up underneath inside the drywall at the sinks or something like that, you know, where they make the connection to the valve for the water supply to the faucets in the bathrooms and such. So I do worry about that, because I'll have to tear out sheetrock to do that. But so far I've been lucky. All the leaks have been underneath the house.
So you know, this is one of those days. So there's that copper pipe coming through the wall. Now on the other side of the wall, it's hooked to a fitting in a piece of Plex pipe, polybutyl. You can see how loose that is. You don't want to, I don't want to crank on this thing, but I need to turn the water off because I need to work on this toilet here. So I am going to be very careful. And this is, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think I've had turn this water off here in years, and that valve is stuck. So I'm going to put a wrench on to hold the body steady so it doesn't twist the pipe, and I'm going to turn the thing, but I can't hold the camera and do all that at once. But I'm just trying to tell you is, I walked up to this and gave it a little, and I said, oh, that thing is really tight. So caution, I'm being very cautious here because I don't want to cause this to be a large plumbing job. Okay, disaster averted, or plumbing disaster averted. I finished installing the Tushy here. We liked it so well in the other bathroom, and we've been using it for, when was COVID started? So it's been 5 years almost, I think, 4 years. We picked this other one up, never used. It was really good. We've been having it up in the, it's been in the attic for a couple, 3 years. So we just come down here and installed it. And, you know.
It's only 5:30, but the sun is set already. It's mostly dark out there. Kind of a bummer. I am going to put this set together, or start putting it together. See what I think about it. I did look to see if Walmart had any more this style building brick sets this year, and I haven't seen any, not at my Walmart. So anyway, I'm looking forward to see how this one goes. Appreciate our friends Adam and Michelle in Colorado sending it. And I picked this one. There's 3 of them to put together, and I picked this one to give a try. You want to help too? You're going to be a helper? Okay. So there are 4 bag numbers. And there are also 4 number 1 bags, but then that's going to do most of the chimney. I would say the instructions are really similar to how Lego would put them together. This is nice that they put 4x6 and 6x8, because in the Lego instructions you either have to know because you build so often, or you have to count, physically count. So I won't complain about the extra labeling there. I think that's pretty cool. Well, I've got bag 1 done. I've got to say I'm pretty impressed. First of all, last year, the Ladies Lego Lounge on Facebook, that group, everybody was pretty positive about the quality of the bricks in this set. And the colors are pretty realistic, and the bricks are snapping together. I mean, you know, the tolerance on the parts where they go together is really good, and it's an enjoyable build. I'm super impressed. I didn't expect it to be anywhere near as good as it was, and it's awesome. The gold is a little different than the pearl gold, but otherwise the colors to me seem pretty true. It was easy to put together. It's a tight fit. I really like it.